I hear it all the time in messages, in conversations, sometimes in quiet moments when no one is watching. I don't feel like I have a connection to my higher power. How do I find it? I feel so much pressure to conform, to be at peace, to act like someone I'm not, just so I'm accepted. I keep trying to be good, but I don't know who I am anymore. I get it. I've been there. Not long ago, I was trying so hard to be someone I wasn't. So hard to look like I had it all together. So hard to fit into the shape the world said I should. But what if I told you all that performing, all that chasing, it's exactly what keeps you from the real magic? What if the answer isn't to try harder, but to come home? Here's a story of a young me and a crystal. When I was in my early 30s, I walked into a crystal shop in Byron Bay. It was one of those small, quaint, quiet spaces with sunlit shelves full of crystals that shimmered with their own quiet power. I was dressed head to toe in the perfect white spiritual outfit with kitten heels, clicking on the tile floor, face made up like I was ready to conquer the world. Inside, though, I felt scattered and unsteady, broken even. I wanted to be the woman who looked spiritual and grounded and peaceful, but underneath I was aching. I felt like I'd lost myself. So I went to the biggest rose quartz I could find. It was heavy in my hand, shining pink, almost similar to the sunrise. And I thought maybe if I held this in my hands, I could hold on to some kind of healing, some kind of truth. The woman behind the counter was watching me closely. Her eyes were kind and knowing, without judgment. And she said to me softly, "Honey, this won't give you the healing you're trying to wear on the outside." I laughed it off. I told her I knew what I was doing. But inside, that sentence landed like a stone in my chest. Months passed, and that rose quartz sat on a dusty shelf untouched, and I was still really lost, still dressing the part of a spiritual healer, still posting quotes on social, still trying to look like the woman I wanted to be without actually becoming her. And then something shifted. Not with a big ceremony or a viral post, not with a new outfit or a new crystal. It shifted the moment I stopped pretending. The moment I sat down without filters, without poses, just me, and let myself be messy and vulnerable and tired. I cried on the floor in my apartment. I sat in silence and felt the ache in my body. I stopped pushing down the parts of me I didn't want to face. Slowly, I began to listen to my own energy. I started saying no to the things that drained me, even if they were in or expected. I stopped dressing like what I thought a healer should look like. I stopped quoting words that I hadn't actually lived. I stopped trying to perform peace and starting letting peace move through my body. It didn't look pretty. It looked like breathing through the pain. It looked like t-shirts and jeans and white trainers. It looked like falling apart and putting myself back together again. Years later, I walked back into that same crystal shop. This time, I was wearing a denim jacket, no makeup, a white t-shirt and a messy bun. But my energy was different. It was clear, rooted, mine. The woman behind the counter smiled at me again and said, There you are. The truth is, you can't perform your way into peace. You can't spiritually style your way into truth. You can't fake your way into feeling whole. So, what is style? It's not what you wear, it's how you carry your energy when no one is watching. Your real style is the rhythm of your soul, the way your spirit moves in this world when it's no longer trying to be someone else. So let me ask you, what's your real style? Is it barefoot in the backyard under the moonlight? Is it dancing in the kitchen with undone hair? Is it saying no when your body says no, even if everyone else is saying yes? Is it laughing too loud? Is it being too honest? Is it wearing what feels like you, not what fits the algorithm? If any part of this feels true, then do those things. Let that be your power, your presence, your style. Because that's the kind of spirit that never fades. Spirituality is the current of your own river. She doesn't ask permission to flow. She curves, she crashes, she calms, and every stone she touches learns the sound of her name. You don't need to try to be spiritual. You need to come home, back to your body, back to your truth, back to the quiet, the knowing, the rhythm that only you move in. That's style, that's soul, that's what makes you glow without trying. And next time you feel the pressure to be someone else, remember this. Spirit never begs, it never chases, it never needs approval. Spirit just is, and you already are. I want to pause here and invite you to really let those words settle. Because in a world screaming to tell you who to be, what to wear, and how to act, there is something revolutionary about coming back to self. Something radical about saying no to the noise. Something healing about resting into who you really are. And that healing starts with one brave choice: to stop pretending, to stop performing, to stop measuring your worth by likes, by hearts, by followers, and instead to measure your worth by the quiet truth inside your soul, your body. I want you to imagine yourself right now, not the version of you who's trying to fit in or be accepted or be seen, but the version of you who knows what it is, what it means to be free, who moves with intention, not with expectation, who lets your spirit dance wild and untamed. That version of you, that's real. That version of you is powerful. That version of you is enough. You don't have to chase. You don't have to hide. You certainly don't have to conform. You just have to come home to your body, to your heart, to your soul. That's the journey I'm on every day, and I'll be walking it with you as you find your way back to self. And if you're ready to start that journey, even just a little bit, I want you to remember this. The magic you're looking for, the style, the confidence, the peace, is already inside of you. It's been there all along. You just need to stop trying to prove it and start living it, because that is the greatest spirit you will ever be. And if you need help and you need some coaching, click the link below and book in with me. Until next time,